We, the people of the world, demand a new covenant. All the old covenants that we've got are a mess. A mess. The best one is the New Testament. Reason being, it was a new covenant for the Old Testament, the Old Bible. So the problematic issues, all the problematic issues within the Old Testament are resolved by the New Testament negating them. And that you just go, what did Christ say? What did Christ do? What does Christ tell us? And that's a very simple filter you can put into all the Old Testament and see where God's words are spoken and where the hand of man has destroyed and corrupted. But of course, then there's corruption into the New Testament now because of everything that's happened, particularly with the rise of Islam and the visions of Muhammad. What did he see? What was he actually seeing, experiencing? And that previous to that, we had the Torah, which is riding underneath this as a foundation. So what we need is a way of combining all these informations about God and interpreting them correctly with a new translation, a new covenant. And it'll be the same as the New Testament, because it's just going to be the words of Christ and the actions of Christ interpreted into the world of quantum. So beginning at science and the world of spheres, the music of the spheres, at the center of the planet lies the time particle. It's simply a sphere, and inside it is the twin vortex. It looks like a Toph, a beak, yeah, and there's a vortex underneath, a twin standing vortex, and it's the tip of an electromagnetic wave toroidal field at the center. Can you see it? As the dot point comes in to the needle point, doesn't meet, because it takes a time, a duration, to sustain the magnetic field as a momentum. And so they don't meet, and so they just spin around each other. That has to be a perfect balance. In order to do so, in order for it to be perfectly balanced, for the planet to be as it should be, with its correct climate, in the environment and the habitat in which we should actually be living, not crawling around like maggots on the wasteland of a corrupted corpse, but living in glory, as we will be. Because the New Testament is correct. The words and deeds of Christ are correct. Christ is God because he's manifesting God so perfectly. As a man, he is God. And God shows us, look how wonderful that recursive feedback loop is. I rise him up and you see him, and wonders are performed. Miracles happen when you believe. And so if you believe in logic and intellect and triumph and love and glory, you go, okay, this might be true. This might be true. We are God. Do you see? We are. Not you, motherfucker. You're nothing. You're like me, nothing. Dust in the wind, brother. Floating in the air, sisters. It's just consciousness. A surface, a spherical sphere of slime mold around us, an entity, the membrane, so thin and so vast, it just exists as colour. And it's the geocorona. The geocorona is an inversion point. It's outside the orbit of the moon. It's a sphere outside the orbit of the moon, around us. It's a system. And that's where consciousness exists. It's an inversion of colour, which is sustained with momentum. That's the projector of reality down here. Truly. But this is real. This is real, and you can prove it to yourself by smashing yourself to pieces. Do it and take action. Make an action, and you'll see a ripple effect from things that you do, from choices that you make. And so you make choices. You make choices. Free will is the sustaining of the momentum of the universe itself. Choice towards good, choice towards love, choice towards positive, choice towards service to others, choice towards nature, choice towards a recognition of one. Satan is self, God is one. Choose. New covenant, the New Testament. Jews, Muslims, brothers under Abraham, fucking muppets. Listen to the words of Christ. Look at the engineering of the Reynolds number. Welcome to the future. Follow the Rebel King.